Hero's gonna just head up, only having checked that, not taking those power bombs down the climb. Yeah, I can't listen while I comm. Dark, you'll have to fix the sound. It's not really my purview while I'm comming because it doesn't really work. Looks like Swap is gonna head up, gonna head down. Yep, he's gonna save before heading down as Hero finds the spring ball. Spring ball at the Terminator. Why would I ping you, Dark? I would rather just show up out of nowhere. Oh, and there's Space Jump there at the back end of Gauntlet along with a reserve tank. So So it looks like Swap saved, but then actually isn't going down the climb. I'm a little confused by that save. Huh. Oh well. Swap gonna go to Terminator, grab that spring ball, and Hero gonna head down the elevator to Green Brinstar. And I think it just froze. It definitely feels like it froze. Something totally just happened. I'm sure things are totally happening in the background on these streams. I have no doubt that, Hero's doing some stuff, and Swap is probably also doing some stuff. Very interesting things, I'm certain. Looks like we've got an ad for Borderlands 3 on Hero's side. It's a bold move, playing an ad in the middle of a race, but we'll see how it works out for him. And looks like we've got the same ad going on Swap's side. Very bold move. Could have been a gentleman's agreement between the two runners to have each of them run a Borderlands 3 ad in the middle of the race. I mean, we've seen stranger gentlemen's agreements. Yeah, don't try to blame this on me, Dark. You didn't have to put my name anywhere. I would have been fine with it. Alright, it appears Hero is at the Edicoons and has found a super missile pack. Couldn't tell you what he found at, looks like super missiles at Early Supers. No idea what was at Bryn Reserve. And more supers under the Crumble Bridge. So I couldn't tell you what in the world is going on, what items they may have gotten. There's clearly no suits involved. I guess neither of them has changed colors. It really just looks like Hero is about 20 seconds or so ahead of Swap, because thus far they've taken pretty much the same route, though Swap did grab that save. And just some missiles at the Edicoon power bombs for Hero. Though he does get the mock ball out. Swap picks up the supers and missiles at the Edicoons and is going to go check that Edicoon power bomb spot and probably be sorely disappointed just finding missiles. Alright, we got Hero headed into Pink Brinstar. Our runners still only having those 5 power bombs do have to be a little careful with their power bomb count. From the numbers, it looks like all they should have found at Brinstar Reserve should have been ammo. Just from the numbers of what they've got. And maybe an E-tank. Alright, Hero finds another pack of power bombs there in the middle of Big Pink. Always a nice find. To get past that 5, it's 5, you gotta be real careful. And Mission Impossible holds more super missiles. Yeah, Sailor Jade, I think you're right. I think we didn't miss anything major other than an E-tank, which is only sort of a major item. Alright, Hero looks like gonna backdoor Spore Spawn. Trying to get set up. This is one of the weirdest tricks in the game, the backdoor Spore Spawn, because there are so many different pixels you can stand on to get it, and everybody seems to have their own little setup for getting it. And, Hero finding the charge beam. Backdooring Spore Spawn. A very nice find. Not having any beams to go with it yet, so if I were Hero, I would continue picking up ammo for the time being. But as soon as Hero can get a beam or two to back that up, that's pretty big time. Looks like Hero maybe farming up a little bit of health before heading into the wave gate. As Swap finds super missiles at charge missiles and is going to go check charge beam first. And X-ray at charge. So between X-ray at charge and charge at spore spawn, that is 2/3 of the microwave combo already found by our runners. And an E-tank for Hero at the wave gate. Nothing wrong with that. Honestly, with the health he had at the time, Hero might be a little happy to see that E-tank. Because that big side hopper really puts a hurt on you. And Swap gonna go find that charge beam there. So really, we've kind of had our runners change places as Hero heads down to charge, finds that X-ray scope, is gonna go ahead and pick it up. I expect we will see Swap now head for the wave gate. As Hero is going to head towards the Green Hills. Right, Green Hills pipe is more supers, and Hero goes ahead and picks those up. Now, one question will be for Hero: does Hero go up or down? Logically, just following the pure SMRAT logic, Hero's only checks at this point are up. No, not even up red tower. It's without ice beam, up red tower. So it's got to be down towards high jump boots. Would be where the logic is pointing you right now. Hero is a very highly skilled player, so obviously the logic pointing him in that direction isn't necessarily going to point him in that direction. Looks like he's going to head up red tower. Not going to go check Kraid, not going to go check the high jump location in Norfair. Going to head up towards Alpha Power Bombs and see what he can find. He did check the back end of Gauntlet and therefore does know where that space jump is. Hero makes it up the red tower, gets through the hellway, no problem. And I expect we will see him head down towards Alpha PBs. Does that bounce ball strat through there. Finds an E-tank and some supers at Alpha Power Bombs. Swap getting the super missiles. Oh, I guess there are several checks in Retro Brinstar that they could make now that they'd have to go back for. Which we could see Swap make right here. It is a tough little kind of wall jump to get up there without high jump boots, but it is doable. And Swap making it look easy. So is going to head into Retro Brin and see what is at the Retro Power Bombs, and probably Billy Mays, and possibly under Mother Brain's tank. Hero 82 checking Beta Power Bombs. And just find some missiles. Swap checks. Oh, Swap is out of power bombs. So Swap going to... I'm trying to think where his best place to farm power bombs here is actually going to be at the entrance of X-ray. Will be his best spot to find to be able to farm those up. Then we'll have to see whether he decides to head back and go ahead and check Billy Mays and possibly under Mother Brain's tank, or go up or down Red Tower. Alright, so Hero opening up the door to wreck ship, but not taking the wreck ship turn just yet. Gonna head out into the landing site. I expect we'll see him refill at the ship and then take a trip to the Gauntlet to pick up that space jump. Alright, Swap is in fact farming up those power bombs there at the X-ray location. As Hero does refill and looks to be headed towards the gauntlet. So we know what's at the back end of Gauntlet. It was the space jump and a reserve tank, but we have not seen the front of Gauntlet yet. And then once he gets that space jump, Hero will be able to check the criteria, the landing site power bombs very easily, as well as have a very easy trip into the wrecked ship. Swap, on the other hand, decides against going back up to Retro Bryn, and is going to head down, checking Spazer, just finding regular missiles, and decides he doesn't want any of that life. And I expect we will see Swap head towards Kraid, though he might take a quick jaunt down into Norfair to check the high jump location, which is one of the few logically available locations left. High jump and Retro Brand, I believe, are actually the only locations we've seen that are logically available right now. But Swap is going to head into Kraid. We will see what comes of that. Ooh, Hero finding the Various suit at Gauntlet. That is a big time find. I know it looked like Hero was probably going to head towards the wrecked ship after the trip to the Gauntlet. I would now say there's a good chance we see Hero head down into Norfair. But we'll have to see. Swap dealing with the Ghidorah right in front of Kraid, and we're going to see our first Kraid fight, as Hero is going to actually pick up the reserve tank prior to picking up the space jump. Swap going to use that charge beam to lock that Kraid Claw down and gets the quick kill. No muss, no fuss. And finds just another reserve at Varia. That, I believe, is the third reserve we've seen now. There was a reserve at Kraid Missiles, a reserve at the back of Gauntlet, and then that one. So Swap gonna hope something good at the Frog Pocket. Though it may actually be better for Swap if there isn't anything good at the Frog Pocket, because that may push him back up towards the Gauntlet. And he'll be able to get that space jump in that Varia suit. Alright, Hero catching a refill at the ship. Might head up towards landing site power bombs. Ooh. Swap does find the high jump boots at the Frog Pocket, which is a nice find. Doesn't really open up much for him logically, but it's still a very nice item. My favorite movement item, and probably just my straight up favorite item in the game. And let's see now, does Swap head down the elevator? Yep, he is going to head down to check what is at the high jump location. I don't expect we'll see him do any hell runs, as Swap, knowing the logic well enough, definitely knows that hell runs are not in the logic. But gonna go ahead and check the high jump location, which in the SMRAT seeds that I have run, the high jump location has often been a kind of a gold mine. I found a lot of good stuff there. Getting trolled just a little bit by that Nova, and then the missile being in the way of the door. Hero going down the climb, looks like going to clear out Retro Bryn prior to doing any of the prior to heading to Norfair. Like just a missile at old Mother Brain, and Swap finding the ice beam. Oh, Swap finding gravity. That could be a very good or a very bad thing for Swap. Honestly, I think it's not a great thing for Swap. It may send him in there, but regardless, Hero is definitely going to check the high jump location. I mean, it's just a standard check in this, which means that would put Hero in technical go mode, though he'd only have charge ice at the time, and not a whole lot of people really want to do go mode with just charge ice. It does open up Meridia. Hopefully, for Swap's sake, he doesn't just go deep into Meridia, but he is cracking the tube. So that may have not been good for Swap. We have a Vanilli Maze on hero screen, just 2 sets of missiles there at Billy Maze. The Milli Vanilli Billy. Yeah, with the items he's found thus far, I completely understand why Swap is heading into Meridia. Unfortunately, we just know it's not going to work out great for him because he really needs to head up to that gauntlet to find the Various suit and the space jump. Alright, Swap finds super missiles in the wall at Mama Turtle. And it looks like he's trying to make the jump to check the actual Mama Turtle item. But when you're running down a slope, jumps can get really funny. And it's just missiles. So he's not going to bother trying, you can get there with just high jump boots and gravity. It's just a wall jump and then a pretty tough jump, but it's not worth it. Especially for missiles, it's definitely not worth it. Alright, Swap gonna check the crab supers. So Hero is gonna check X-Ray on his way down Red Tower. Makes sense, has that space jump making X-Ray a pretty free check, and has the Various suit to protect him from that spike damage. That I would agree with that pathing there, Phoenix. That is likely the path that Hero will take. Really, at this point, Swap's only hope is that Hero, having found that Various suit, skips high jump, skips the high jump location, and just goes straight into the rest of Norfair. X-Ray does take a little while regardless of what you've got, but Space Jump makes it a very easy check. Yeah, grapple-less Fantoon's possible. I believe logically you can either have Gravity Suit and High Jump, Gravity Suit and Bombs, Space Jump, or Grapple to get across there. Or actually just Gravity Suit, and then you can go the back way through Meridia. Alright, Swap. Going to go check the watering hole. I didn't see if he checked the beach itself. If he did, he didn't pick it up. Hero finds those missiles at Spacer. And Swap gonna go ahead and keep picking up supers, which with only charge ice, I understand, and would do the same thing. I would want at least one more beam before I stopped picking up supers. Yeah, you can still get to Fantoon without gravity. You would need just space jump. Without grapple, space jump would be the other way to get to Fantoon in logic. Without gravity. Alright, Hero gonna go do Kraid. We'll find just the high jump boots really is the only item of note that he'll find here. I believe the other two items were just reserve tanks. I'll be right back. I have to make a quick phone call. Never mind, that call went straight to voicemail, so obviously I don't need to make it just yet. We've got Swap doing the ice clip to try to get to Dragon, and he gets it. He's going to head into Bot Wound as Hero. Did Hero get the quick kill? I unfortunately was looking at my phone at the time, trying to place a phone call. But I'm guessing so. Swap, firing supers into Bot Wound. Oh, and there's that phone call. I will be back. I'm sorry about that. I'm dealing with an angsty niece trying to get into nursing school. So what has happened? It looks like Hero is in Lower Norfair, headed towards Ridley. Swap. Did Swap die or just catch a reset? I'm not sure. Looks like he is doing pit checks, so may have checked the first pit, not liked what he found, and taken a reset. Okay, thank you guys. Sorry about that. Alright, Hero taking on the Space Pelican. Just pumping that bird full of super missiles. Alright, and Swap, gonna pick up those power bombs. Not a terrible idea. Had 10 and has the Ice Beam, so doesn't necessarily need them for Turian. But 15 is still a very nice number of power bombs to have. Hey, I'm on the comms. I get to call the Space Pelican whatever I want. Alright, Swap. Gonna head right. Possibly gonna go for Plasma. Expect it's gotta be, though. Has he beaten Dragon yet? I'm sorry, I was on the phone for a little while. I wasn't looking at my screen when that was happening. But if he's heading this direction, he's either backdooring Rex ship or heading for Plasma. And if he's heading up, he's heading for Plasma. Dragon must already be dead. I suppose I could check the tracker. I don't know who's tracking. Looks like Sailor Jade is tracking. Thank you very much, Sailor Jade. I will now remember that you exist as a tracker. And, oh, looks like Swap not gonna head into, Plasma. Oh, Swap doesn't really have a good way to get out of Plasma. Yeah, that is true. So that makes more sense. Not having a good way to get out, or really any way to get out. Gonna take the Forgotten Highway back towards the wrecked ship. And unfortunately, that means he's gonna not quite last item, but it's gonna be probably a little while before Swap finds Varia. So I expect we'll see him full clear the wrecked ship as well. As Hero picks up some supers at Firefleet. Alright, so Hero going to, still checking items, probably looking for another beam upgrade, I expect. Oh, there is the Smoky Wave beam. They're in jail. Have to see whether Hero feels it's worth the trip. Looks like probably so. Yeah, looks like Hero is gonna go through the maze. As Swap is heading in to backdoor the wrecked ship. Right, Hero picks up that wave beam. Now with the charge ice wave, a little bit better of a beam combo. Probably still wants either Spazer or Plasma, just to really kind of finish out that beam. I mean, wants Plasma, obviously, but would probably be okay with Spazer at this point. So Hero going to check the Franker Z item before heading through the Three Musketeers. Franker Z is just missiles. Hero better watch his health going through the Three Musketeers. It has enough to survive it, but doesn't have enough health to survive too many extra hits. Swap gonna check Spooky missiles and finds the speed booster at Spooky. That's true, having that reserve, having at least one reserve, but then that double hit from the one of the Musketeers will still put a hurt on you, even with a reserve. So that's the Spood Beaster by Swap. And gonna try to get the... Nope, doesn't quite get the Speedball into Fantoon, but we'll just go ahead and head in anyway. Hero finds an E-Tank at the Wave Missile, goes ahead and picks it up for the free refill. And just finds Supers at Wave, goes ahead and picks them up. That gives him 60 Supers, which is a very nice number of Supers to have. So we may not see him pick up any more ammo, but then again, Hero might keep picking up ammo. Who knows? Let's see how much more, how many more items Hero even checks. Hero's really in go mode now, but technical go mode and a player's personal go mode aren't necessarily the same thing. So Swap doing battle with the Elephant Ghost. Ooh, unfortunately, doesn't quite get a Doppler there. Hero gonna make his way out of Norfair. Swap. A little bit better on that Doppler. Probably will take him. He ought to be able to get Fantoon this round. Oh no. Hero is in fact in Yeet mode. Because Yeet mode is defined as when I, the Cheese Reaver, would stop checking items. Hero is definitely in Yeet mode. Alright, Swap finishes off the Elephant Ghost. Unfortunately, Swap is not going to find the item he is looking for in the wreck ship. And I expect we're going to see a full clear of the wreck ship by Swap. Need to turn the ceiling fan on. It is getting a bit stuffy in this room. Alright. Didn't see what Swap found there at right side supers, but don't see any other major items, so it must have just been ammo of some variety. It was in fact supers. Thank you, Phoenix. Finds missiles at left side supers. Let's see. Looks like he will probably catch the save prior to checking wreck ship E-Tank, which is good. Having that gravity suit, he's not in a whole lot of danger going through the spiky room of death, but still good to be able to reset just to save the time if you don't like the item you find. Looks like even though our runners found Charge and X-Ray very early, we're not going to see any microwave bosses unless... No. Swap basically full cleared Meridia other than Shaktul and Plasma. Didn't find that Plasma Beam. So I doubt we'll see Hero find a Plasma Beam prior to Fantoon. And just an E-Tank at wreck ship E-Tank. Swap gonna go ahead and pick it up. Hero taking on the Sea Snake and defeating the Sea Snake. Finding those supers at the Batwoon E-Tank. Now up to 70 supers, which is... I mean, 60 supers is a great number. 70 supers is an amazing number of supers. The Space Nope Rope. I like that one, Shrimp. It looks like Hero needs to farm up some ammo for Dragon. Doesn't really have any good ways to fight Dragon. No speed booster, no grapple, and ammo killing Dragon kind of sucks, y'all. Like, that's just a factual statement. Ooh, Swap trying for the Attic Spark, but unfortunately goops it. So it's just going to finish it off with some supers. Looks like Swap may be headed for my least favorite room in the game. Hopefully he finds nothing good, because I hate this room. It's just supers. He's not worried about it. Ooh, gets caught by the X-ray. And is going to head out into the upper ocean. Hero unfortunately fires a couple of supers into the Dragon goop. And Swap checks wreck ship reserve, just finds missiles. Obviously won't be heading up for those. Oh, Hero gets caught by the shrimp. And Swap finding Screw Attack. And with Speed Booster and Screw Attack, he now has logical access to get to and through Gauntlet. Because apparently, per the logic, the only way to get through Gauntlet is the Screw Attack. Oh, and the shrimp catches Hero again. Ooh, Swap with the nice bowling spark. And will now be able to check his I don't know, his Twitter? I don't know, Swap uses Twitter. Well, plenty of time to do whatever he wants. Alright, Hero finishes off the shrimp. Is going to check the space jump item. Swap doesn't not. I guess not gonna check the. Oh no, is gonna check the bowling item. Unfortunately, will not be the one item that Swap is really looking for, which has got to be that various suit, which we know is sitting squarely in the gauntlet. Just missiles. So Swap has to be headed for the landing site at this point to check probably landing site power bombs and gauntlet in one order or another. Yeah, Screw was at Sky Missiles. Swap picked it up. Alright, just missiles at the low ocean item. Swap unhappy with those. Looks like he was trying to speedball his way out. But just drops the power bomb. We actually haven't seen regular bombs yet, and there's not a whole lot of item locations we haven't seen. Alright, Swap gonna head out into the landing zone. Landing site. As Hero gonna make his way up and out of Meridia, just ignores the Punkfish. Yeah, that looks to have been the intended logic, Phoenix. Grab the gravity suit, then head to wreck ship. And then do gauntlet. There is a good chance that bombs are either behind Croc. We didn't see the ice item. We didn't see speed booster nor the Norfair reserve. We didn't see GT or any of those items. I mean, there's still, I guess, quite a few items we didn't see, and probably won't see. Swap grabs the various suit, but does not continue on with the gauntlet. So will not have that space jump, which is, I mean, a nice thing to have, especially with that screw attack, but it's not, you know, it's not that bad. We did see Billy Mays. Hero checked it at some point. It was vanilla. It was a Milli Vanilli Billy Mays. Yeah, I went there. Alright, so we were definitely going to see Swap head down to Lower Norfair. Both of our runners only having one boss left, but Hero is in Fantoon's room fighting him as we speak. Swap still has to go all the way down to Lower Norfair. Billy Vanilli Maze. I like that too. Hero with a nice X Factor on Fantoon. And that is a dead Elephant Ghost for Hero 82. So that's all four major bosses killed. Hero just has to head into Turian and kill off Mother Brain. Unfortunately for Swap, Swap still needs to head down into Lower Norfair and kill off the Pelican. Hero still checking items. I won't lie, I'm not really sure what he's looking for at this point. It's got to be just another beam upgrade. But alright, he was only checking the very quick to check stuff. Oh, Hero never checked spooky missiles, so didn't get that speed booster. But at this point, I'd say Hero has a commanding enough lead that Swap's chances aren't looking stellar. Not that things can't still happen. Not that I would wish bad things to happen on anyone. Just Swap's chances don't look great at this point. That late find of the Varia suit for Swap just it's killer. Then again, isn't it like 1 in the morning for Swap? What's wrong with you people racing at weird hours of the night? Alright. Hero headed towards Turian, Swap headed for Lower Norfair. Oh, I'm not talking about for you, Phoenix, but Swap I know is in Britain somewhere. He's on GMT, which I believe it's almost 1 in the morning for him. I love sleep too much to be racing at 1 in the morning. Yeah, I like to consider myself pretty good at the logic portion of randos, but at 1 in the morning, that would not be happening. Alright, Hero traversing the Metroid rooms nicely. Already made it through 2 of them. Also getting trolled a little bit by that X-ray find. And that is all 4 Metroid rooms down by Hero. As Swap is in the amphitheater. Looks like, did Swap not turn the gravity suit back on? May not have wanted to waste the menuing for it, but we'll need to at some point. I guess doesn't have to, but I expect when going back up through Meridia is going to want to turn it back on just to speed things along. And while I don't know it for a fact, because I'm not in the SRL room because I jumped into this late, I kind of doubt we'll be doing interviews now, because I believe they have all of their races scheduled in a row right here. So there's not really much reason to do an interview after the first one, if they're just going to head right into the second one. But Dark may correct me on that, I don't know. He's in the room, I'm not. Alright, Swap gets the first Metal Pirate with speed boosters. Gonna use supers on the second one. That's fine, man. I would just assume probably won't get the interviews here, just because since there's at least 1, if not 2 more races coming right after this with these same contestants, there's not much point in doing a post-game 1. Hero does the down back strat for the Ice Zeb skip, which I really like and should probably learn, because it means you don't have to turn off screw attack if you have it. Swap doing a little bit of pre-Ridley farming. Must be just trying to get his health up. Well, unfortunately, after this one, Dark, I have to go to bed because I am on call tonight. But, you know, you lovely people out there watching will have at least had a commentator for the first race. Yeah. Alright. And looks like Swap or not Swap. Well, Swap fighting the Space Pelican. Hero has finished off phase 2 of Mother Brain. It's about to get Brainbow beamed. There it is. The Brainbow. And that is a dead Space Pelican on Swap Space screen. Looks like he is going to check the Ridley item. Cannot be Ridley's native charge beam, as they have already found that. And I believe it was just missiles. Yeah. Swap's not real worried about those. Yes, Phoenix, the spoiler log does now show the intended logic. That was part of the latest set of updates, and it's a really nice one because a lot of our racers, we break logic a lot. It's kind of what we do as speedrunners in general. So it's nice to see, well, so where was I supposed to go with this seed? We'll also get to find out where those bombs were, because we didn't ever see them. And we have a dead baby on Hero 82 screen. And Samus all mad and has the Hyper Beam now and is going to shoot Mother Brain in the face a bunch of times with that rainbow beam. And that is it for Mother Brain 3 for Hero 82. All he has left is the escape. Swap is making his way out of Upper Norfair, or Lower Norfair, the other Norfair. And the animals, should he choose to save them. I do not know if Hero 82 is one that normally does or not. Swap Space checks some items, but skips the Franker Z item. I mean, is technically in Go mode. Or Yeet mode, as it were. Yeah, some of us don't want fusion to be canon, and we're totally okay with the animals dying a fiery. Just throwing that out there. Alright, Hero making his way through the Leodox room. And it's gonna have to go up the climb the long way. It doesn't have that speed booster. Swap, not checking anything in Norfair, is just gonna head on up to Turian. Unfortunately for Swap, that will be a little too late. It will be too little, too late. Yeah, and it looks like Hero will probably make that sub-hour, though not by much. Unless he chooses to save the animals, in which case, nope, he's not worried about the animals. He's not worried about fusion being canon. And I'm not in the SRL channel, but Hero 82 has finished as our winner, and I have no idea what his winning time was. But he wins. Alright, Swap. And I expect we've probably got a forfeit from Swap right there, just to go ahead and get straight into the next race. Unfortunately, as I said, I will not be available to commentate it. But thank you all for watching. I have been the Cheese Reaver. I will give you my little spiel. These runners are racing on the internet for your enjoyment for free. Literally, the least you could do for them is go to their channel and give them a follow. It will make their day better, and they're doing this for you for your entertainment. A lot of people work on getting this stuff together, so give our restreamer Darkrit a follow. He deserves your follow. Give our Seed Roller a follow. Sailor Jade was doing our tracking. Give Sailor Jade a follow. I really don't care if you follow me. I got my emotes, and that was all I was worried about. If you want to, you can. I'm not going to yell at you for doing so, but don't feel like you have to. But yeah, but that's about it. Thank you all for joining us. I do know that these two runners have it set up where if it goes to 3 games, they're going to play all 3 games right here in a row. Boom, boom, boom. You might end up with a commentator for one of those races. Who knows? I just know it won't be this guy. So until next time, y'all, we will see you, or I will see you next mission.